Yeah, it's your boy Gruff here, back with another video, and today I got the best video for you guys. Man, today we're doing the best tournament power best teams guide for tournament power season 117. So you guys know tournament power, bro, is about to get updated soon, bro. They dropped another little news about it. So like I said, I think it's gonna be around Legends Fest when it drops. This might be one of the last few seasons. We might have maybe 2 to 3 more seasons, and the whole revamp is gonna happen. So we're trying to grab as much CCs as possible for Legends Fest. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I'm gonna be talking about the best equipments, then the star requirements, and then we'll get straight to the best teams. And yeah, it always changes because based off the Z's and S tier units. So yeah, just pay attention to whatever team you guys want to rock, and any other teams that you guys want me to talk about besides Saiyans, let me know, because Saiyans is too broad. So let's get straight into the next segment. All right, next segment is going to be the rare metals, basically the best tournament power equipment. So you go to rare metals, then TOP tag, and I'm going to be talking about the best equipments because everyone keeps asking. This is going to be really quick. The top 3 equipments is going to start off be out of the way. It's an iron equipment, but the fact that it has base health is really crucial because it's all about survivability and just having as much health as possible so you can tank the enemy's attacks so you can win 25 wins in a row so you can get the highest points possible. So get this equipment, even though it has 1 slot. The best equipment is going to be exclusive class. The only issue with this equipment is that it got to be characters of 7 stars or higher. So if you do have like 1 copy of an ultra character, then you're unable to rock this equipment. You have to rock a silver equipment. But if you do, base health, double offense, which is really powerful. And then the last equipment is going to be one of these gold equipments depending on the character's battle style. If the character is support type, rock that. If it's the defensive type, rock this. Range type, rocks this. And then melee type, rock this. And that's pretty much the best equipments for TOP. So it's going to be 2 gold equipments and then that iron equipment if you have that character 7 stars or higher. If not, you're going to have to rock one of these trash like silver equipment. So anyways, let's hop into the next segment. All right, so next we got the tournament power star requirements here. Yeah, this is basically just kind of like the type of characters that you're most likely going to be rocking for TOP. So I'm going to break it down super quick and then move on. The old sparking characters are usually characters that's probably going to be in the Z tier spot or the S tier spot in terms of people that's trying to get a lot of points. You need as much stars as possible because their stats are absolutely terrible, so they need every stats possible so they can do somewhat of enough damage right towards the enemy. Zenkai Sparkins, 9 stars or higher, 1% Sparkins. Any characters from 2 years time frame from now, I consider like new Sparkings. Just 7 stars plus. Free to play max because they're free. There should be no excuse to having them max stars. New LF 6 stars plus. Probably any LFs from this year or last year. Old LFs 9 stars plus, so 2 years back. After that, so any 2023 and backwards. Zenkai LF 7 stars plus, just get them Zenkai. Ultras, they could be 5 stars, they'll be fine. After that, old EXs, basically the ones you can rock for S and Z tier for your backups, max stars. Zenkai EX is 9 stars plus, and then the new EX is 7 star plus, like Metal Cooler, the Trunks, that Gohan, those like that red Frieza, EX Frieza, like those 7 stars plus. So that's the star requirements there. Let's hop into the first team, which is Regen Blast, as always. All right, first team we're gonna have is Regen Blast. So when it comes to this team, I think the S and Z tier for this season is actually kind of lackluster. So it's actually gonna be a little bit tough. But for the Z tier, I'm actually gonna try out someone new. I never actually rocked Super Baby 2. So the EX one, I think he's probably the best one out of them. So I decided to give him a go. This is gonna be my first time rocking him. So I am gonna arch boost him and get him friendship level 10. I already got him 10, so I just got to arch boost his strike attack side. I think I'm not going to switch him over to Blast. I think I'm going to keep him strike because he just has way more strike attack. We're going to see what he can do, bro. We're going to see what he can do. If I was going to rock somebody else, though, probably this Lord Slug because I have used him before. But I think he's probably the best overall character, so I'm going to give him a go. When it comes to the S tier, like I said, the S tier is pretty lackluster this season. I think the best S tiers is going to be Green DKP, of course. I'm going to add in Yellow EX Piccolo, just why not? Because he's done solid for me for in terms of his healing and what he provides for the team. But if it's not them, then I'll probably say it's gonna be like Super Boo, free to play, and then after that it's probably gonna be like Zenkai Lore Slug and then Zenkai Green Piccolo, and then Red Piccolo. Those are like my top 6 favorite characters here for the S tier that I would recommend. Then maybe EXL. I'm not really the biggest fan of him, but you can give him a go as well. So that's pretty much it with the backups for the main 6 here. It's pretty much the same. The C tier Super Baby 2 healing LF Piccolos for the guaranteed blue card each match, and he Zenkai buffs EX Piccolo. Red CMZ, he kind of does it all, heals, ramps up, slowly gains his blue card damage, does a lot. Cell, always rock Cell just because he's just probably the best purple unit for Blast-based region, has a great Z ability for the team. And he's kind of a jack of all trades, so he does a lot as well, kind of like what Cell does. Green DKP, I'm rocking for the S tier boost. And then for my blue unit, for this last unit here, I actually have no clue how to rock. I might just grab someone from the B tier spot. I could use like Boo Tanks. I could use whoever. I might just use a character from the A tier spot, maybe. Maybe like Metal. Yeah, I might just keep Omega in here. He's pretty solid, so I might just keep him. Great Z ability for the team, so I don't really mind that at all. So I might just keep him in there just for the extra points and everything like that. So let's talk about the best replacements for each color, though, and then we're going to move on to the next team here. So when it comes to red, like I said, I have CMZ, even though he's strike-based. I just think he has enough stats for it to work on the blast-based team. It is what it is. But you got him. You basically have Ultra Cell, of course. You have Piccolo Jr., you have Goku Piccolo, you have Buhan here, you have Red Zenkai 21. I would say those are the best blast-based red for region. After that is yellow. You got LF Piccolo. You have Rage Shenron. You have Majin Buu Good. Then after that, you're pretty much looking at strike-based characters in the sense, kind of like Zenkai Cell and Super Baby 2 and Ultra Kid Buu, and then like event exclusive Perfect Form Cell. After that, we have purple here. Like I said, I do have this LF Cell. And then after that, you do have, I actually did pull CMZ, so that's pretty lit. I'm going to show him in the next team. You got Zenkai Cell here. He has high stats, so he could probably just work on a blast-based team. You do have Garlic Jr. You do have Light Skin Piccolo. You do have Super Boo here. And everybody else is pretty much strike-based, like DKP and Metal Cooler. After that, for green, I think green might be the worst color here. First Form Cell is great. It's just that right now he's in the C tier spot, so I don't want to add 4 C tier units. But First Form Cell is really good. You have free-to-play green DKP. You have green Trunks. You do have Evil Boo. You do have Cryhan Omega. I think those are the top greens replacements for your main 6. And then for blue, Super Baby 2 is always going to be core, just the healing that he gives for the team. Omega, you have Boo Tanks. You do have LF Kid Boo. You do have free-to-play Second Form Cell. And then you do have free-to-play Metal Cooler here. Those are like my favorite blues for the blast-based side of region. So, yeah, that's pretty much it with the team here. Let's hop into the next team. All right, so next thing we have is strike-based region. You guys see the boy CMZ. I actually did pulled off one rotation. The second step I pulled him. I was absolutely surprised. I only had 3,000 CCs, so I pulled him first rotation. So shout out to me. I'm glad I pulled him, bro. Like I never pulled an ultra that quick, so that's fire. Like I'm super happy, bro. So yeah, we got him, bro. We might as well talk about strike-based region. Really great addition. We can break them down a little bit longer compared to all the other units. But backup characters pretty much going to be the same. I think EX Piccolo and EX Super Baby 2 is probably going to be the best ones this season. For the strike-based side, you have someone like Lord Slug that might be a little bit more valuable, so he can Zenkai buff Super Baby 2. Then you have green, like I said, Zenkai Green Piccolo, Super Boo, Red Piccolo. That's pretty much going to be your best ones there. But yeah, for the main team, like I said, you got Super Baby 2 for the healing. We already kind of broke down CMZ, what he does. Ultra Kid Buu is in C tier. What makes this team really powerful is that you have 2 Ultra characters on this team. Kid Buu helps with getting special move gauge to his allies, and plus CMZ also gives special move gauge to his allies. It doesn't have to be region specifically, just allies in general, so that's really powerful. He gets extra damage on a full future team, of course, but this guy, they both provide 10 plus special move gauge to their extra team, so that helps everybody else out getting their blue card faster. That's really powerful. DKP, like I said, he's just the best. Region has the worst green strike base, so I'm rocking DKP one because he's S tier, so that's just gonna help up with points. Garlic Jr. I really like just because of his nullification to downgrades and debuffs and stuff. So I do like having him in the middle, in the center, because he can provide it for these people in the spots right there. it is what it is. The diet, the cross in a sense. And then yeah, let's break down CMZ. So CMZ abilities is pretty ridiculous. Like just high stats. Look at the stats, and every time he lands a card, he just gets extra damage, afflicted buffs, and he builds up his gauge. Now his gauge isn't as high as LFCMZ, but he just does poison, and he ramps up faster, and he has higher just stats in terms of stats numbers in general. The biggest thing is when he does die, he does afflict everyone with downgrades and stuff. So I think his value might be way better in guild versus guild compared to TOP, but I still think he can still get the job done. Because he gets a lot of stuff when he's at certain health points. So I think overall his first unique ability is still good enough. It's still amazing for him to use because all these other ones are like health restriction or if he dies, which makes sense because that's part of his kit. So yeah, I think this is the best regen setup right now. You have this guy that's slowly building up his gauge too. You have this guy that's building up his gauge. So I think this is a really powerful strike-based team. In terms of the replacements though, you have multiple replacements. I think for regen, they got a lot of strong purple strike-based options now. Let's break it down here. So when it comes to red for strike-based, CMZ is number one for me. Number two, I do put LegendsNEWZ. I think he's the second best. Then after that, you probably have second form transforming cell, and then you have Zenkai Omega. And then this guy is also very valuable. I think he's in C tier, but you know, if you just want to do like a double Zenkai buff for CMZ and want to have rock 2 reds instead, you guys can give him. That's a great option just for, you know, synergy wise. You can just add him in there because he's gonna get double Zenkai buff with CMZ. If you guys rock this LFCMZ here. Then after that, when we talk about yellow, I think yellow is probably their. I think green is the worst, but I think it's like second to worst. Maybe third for yellow. You have Ultra Kibu, you have Super Baby 2, and then you have Zenkai Cell. I think they're like the best 3 strike-based regens characters to use right now. Then after that, you got purple. Purple, you have Ultra CMZ, you have Garlic Jr. You do have LFDKP, you do have Zenkai Perfect Cell. I think those are like just the best 4 options. You do actually can rock this guy as well. This guy actually has higher strike-based stats than Blast, so he can still work, and he has a double offensive Z ability, so he will help the strike-based side of the team. And then you also have Metal Cooler as well. I think he prefers more strike than Blast, but I think it's a little bit more strike than Blast, so he'll work as well. A lot of great options for purple. For green, green kind of just sucks. You kind of just want to just rock just the best available green regen unit, even if they're Blast or not, because really the only strike-based one is pretty much Piccolo here. And then you have Zamasu Goku Black, but I think they're C tier, so I just don't know how valuable they really are, in my opinion, right now. I think once they get back up to the B tier, I'll recommend them more, but you know, it is what it is. Then you have that free-to-play Zamasu that you can rock as well. Blue-wise, you have CMZ. You guys have Ultra Janemba. And then that was really like my favorite, too. You could do Celza, but I just don't think they're worth the B or C tier that they are. So I think it's Super Baby 2 and Ultra Janemba. You could do Slug as well, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Slug. So, yeah, that's pretty much it with the strike-based regen. Let's hop into the next team. All right, next team we have blast-based androids. So with this team, I decided for the Z tier. It's pretty tough. I ain't gonna lie. I think the one I decided to go with Android 14 just because he's a blast-based one. He has a great blast Z ability for the team, so that's gonna help him out. But other than that, man, like I don't know. I don't know about the other ones. If you guys do rock androids, you guys rock somebody else, preferably on the EX Z tier spot, then let me know. But I think that he probably might be just the best one to rock for now. You could do multiple S tiers, but you kind of just will be pushing it. If you want to just add in one more S tier and not rock like Android 14, then you might just have to just rock like a strike-based one like Android 13, the free-to-play one, or Super 17, the free-to-play one. Not gonna lie. Or even like the Zenkai EX17, just if you want someone that's a little bit better but just less points, then you can do that for sure. But yeah, but for the back, I did rock free-to-play 18. I think she's a really good blast-based character for the team. So I wanted to add her in. I also add Gamma 1 as one of my main S, so we can just make sure we secure that 100 mil, so we grab that high CC's amount. After that, bro, for the C tiers, I only have MVP 17 and Cell for my C tier units, and then for purple wise, I just added an Android Future 17. I think I just like his whole jack of all trades thing. He slowly builds gauge. He get nice support for the team. He can ramp up his gauge a little bit. He can heal a little bit as well. So I think he kind of does a little bit of everything. And he's a newer character for this year. So I just think why not use them as well? And then for the first form cell and the Majin Saga 18, I mean they're the main healers for the team, and they both are in A tiers compared to B tier, so that helps with points for the androids as well. So I decided to rock with this setup. I like this setup. For my yellows, I want them to be the healers of the team, and he also provides HP and damage support and healing support, just like 18 without the HP Z ability, but he also gives blast attack Z ability. So I really do like this team a lot. For the bench, not the bench, but the other colors, we're going to get through this quick. Ultra Cells, Super 17 LF, Tag Droids, Revs, Revival Cells, Zenkai 21, Free to Play 18. After that, you have Yellow. Yellow here, you can go more offensive or more support wise. Gamma 1, not Gamma 1, Tag Gammas. You have Majin Buu Saga 18, you have First Form Cell, Zenkai. You do have Future 18, and then you do have Zenkai Cell. And then you also have the Tag 14, 15. They have equal stats, so you can rock them as well. Purple wise, you do have Future 17, you have GT 17, you have OG 17, and then you do have both the LF Cell and Zenkai Perfect Cell. Then after that, for green wise, you do have Gamma 1, you have First Form Cell, Zenkai. You do have, where you at? There's another green unit. Am I missing somebody else? You could do the Tag 14, 15 for sure. And then it's like Zenkai 21 Magenta, Super 17 Zenkai. Blue wise, I mean, you do have MVP 17. You do have Second Form Free to Play Cell. You do have, like I said, LF 13. You could rock him as well. You do have TOP 18. Those are like my top 4 blues for androids. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the blast base. Let's hop into the next team. All right, next we have blast base Frieza Force. I think Frieza Force has better options than LOE right now. I think LOE S and Z tier options are really lackluster. So I think the Frieza Force kind of has it this season compared to LOE. So no chilled or coolers, just pretty much Friezas, and then you're just rocking whatever for the S and Z tier. So for the backup character, I decided to go with Raspberry here, just for because he's a red blast base character for the team. You have a lot of options to choose from. You have like EX Broly, you do have Nabana, you do have a pool that I really like, and then you also have like Naval, Orlin, and Monray, and Goopray. You can rock any of them, but I kind of prefer Nabana, a pool, Raspberry. That's the name right? Raspberry. Yep, Raspberry. And then Ramon, just because they're more on the blast base side. But for the S tier, they have some good options. They have Jason Birder. I'm assuming Raccoon and Gordo. I still don't even have that unit, Raccoon and Gordo. I think they're probably S tier as well. Goopray, not Goopray, but Naval's there, so you can replace this Frieza just to have another healing support character. So you do have Zenkai, Captain Ginyu, that's really good that I like, and then you also have this Frieza for another support if you want to rock him compared to Naval there. So those are like my favorite ones for the blast base side of the team. You know he's strike base, he's just because of his support, it helps. For LOE, it's pretty much just all Friezas, bro. The red Devious Frieza is really powerful. You got this green support TOP Frieza for healing and debuffs for the enemies. And then you also have this Revival Frieza for more support and healing for the team. So you have 2 healers. You have Purple Frieza, high Kira score, speed, double offensive Z ability. He's able to support like purple LOE Frieza Force units. So I believe if you guys do have, if you rock like Ginyu for example, he's gonna Zenkai buff him. So if you want to rock them, that would be a nice little synergy. Rock them together, you can definitely do that. AGF just for the guaranteed blue card every fight. And then you have Jason Birder just because they're blast base and they are part of the S tier, so that will just help you guys generate more points for the team. And you're pretty much only rocking 2 C tier units, so that's really good as well. So that helps with points and stuff like that. So I think the best characters for each color, we can break it down for the main 6. So red for me, like I said, Jason Birder is half red. You'd have red Devious Frieza Zenkai. You do have free to play third form. And then you also have, who am I missing? Oh, they're all LOE. They're all they're LOE units. So I'll say those are like my top 3. Maybe you can rock like Raditz, but I think Raditz is in C tier, and then Ape Vegeta. I'll probably put them like 4th and 5th, I guess. Yellow wise, I'm gonna go AGF. I'm gonna go LF Frieza. I think is Nappa C tier? That's what I thought. No, he couldn't be C tier, right? Okay, that's what I thought. I was tripping. Yeah, I'll do Ella Frieza. I'll do Nappa Cyberman, and then I said Nappa Vegeta. I'll do Nappa Cyberman, and then there's the Sparking Full Power Frieza. Purple wise, I'm gonna go with LOE or the LF Frieza. You do have like Nappa. You do have Revival Nappa to Vegeta. You do have Mecha Frieza, and then Captain Ginyu and UGF. You do have, yeah, for the main six there. I mean, yeah, for the main six. And then green wise, you have multiple green options to choose from. You do have Revival Vegeta. You do have Ultra Frieza. You do have TOP Frieza. You do have Naval for support. I think those are like my favorite four that I like. And then blue wise, I think it's pretty much really just Revival Frieza and Jason Birder. Because all the other blues are pretty much from the LOE side. You could also do free-to-play Broly Fury because he's also a pretty solid blue Frieza Force character, range type. So I think those are like my favorite three. Nabana would probably be fourth. And everybody else is strike based like Go Frieza or like Broly Chila. So yeah, that's pretty much it with Frieza Force Blast. Let's hop into the next team. All right, so for the next team, we have strike based Future, man. I think Future has got one of the biggest glow-ups, all because of this guy. All because of this Trunks, because they finally have a healer, like a main healer for the team. So, and I just think Strike Base is just a better team for Future right now than Blast Base. The only thing that sucks with Future is Zenkai Gohan did not get his TOP unique ability updated, so that would have gave y'all a better yellow for Future, but they stopped buffing, they stopped working on TOP unique ability because they're gonna do that revamp. But if he would have got a TOP unique ability, he would have been very, very good, because he has the high stats, but his kit is still the same. So, but yeah, anyway, let's talk about the backup. So I just bought 2 Z tier units, bro. I think they have some good Z tiers. One, I have this Goku Black. The biggest thing is, I mean, he gets extra reduces the damage and extra damage when he has how many other future PO characters is on his team, and then he does give buffs to future PO units at the end of each turn. So I think that's really valuable. And then also we have Red Mai. Red Mai is extra stats and reduction of damage per future or girls, and then she gets extra stuff when she's paired up with Trunks, and Trunks is our main healer, so she's gonna gain a lot of benefits for that as well. So I just feel like those are some really good Z tier units to choose right now. For the S tier, you have some good options. A lot of them are like hero ones, like the purple sweater Trunks is probably my #1 go-to. You do have Drip Trunks as well. I don't think he buffs Future, but you could just rock him if you just need a good S tier unit. I think this Gohan would be really good because he also gets extra buff being paired up with Trunks, and then Grunks. I think those are like my favorite 4 that I like right now on the S tier side. Now for the main 6 here, we have the free-to-play Trunks. He's the main healer, main support for the team. We do have Ultra CMZ in here as our main purple because he is in A tier right now. In a couple seasons, he's going to be dropped down to C. I mean, but then by the time that's when the revamp happens. So after that, I decided to go with CMZ as my second C tier unit. Just you guys know how good CMZ is. I don't really need to break him down. And then for my third C tier, I decided to go with green Zamasu Goku Black just because I do not have Ultra Goku Black. I don't have Ultra Rose, so I decided to go with him. If you have Ultra Rose, I'll rock him as my main C tier, my third C tier unit, but I don't have him, so I'm rocking Zenkai Goku Black Zamasu Assist. And then for my other 2 units, I decided to go with Cell just because I'm trying to get as much future PO units on the team, so he can get as much damage buffs for him. So whenever he drops in for part 2 for that EX Goku Black, I have Cell. I think he's still one of the better like yellow characters to run. That's not in the C tier spot. You know, they don't really have a lot of yellow featured strike based units. So, and then after that, I walk green Fusion Zamasu free to play. Keep it future PO, and then he's gonna get Zenkai buff by Goku Black Zamasu. So, wanted to keep that for that free to play Fusion Zamasu. You could rock like Trunks and Mai as a B tier unit. Just because they can, you know, they give support and they heal themselves, and they will Zenkai buff Red CMZ, so he'll get double Zenkai buff, so that'll be pretty nice in terms of just team synergy and stuff like that. So for the best colors for each one though, let's break it down. For the main 6 here, red has lots of colors to choose from. You have LF You have Zenkai CMZ. You have LF Murasamasu. You have a second form transforming cell. You have Zenkai Zamasu. The only thing is he's in C tier right now, so that sucks. And then you do have Zenkai Trunks in mind. Those are like my favorite ones that I like that are strike based. Yellow wise, like I said, you don't really have a lot of yellow options. So it might be one of those teams where you just might not rock the yellow, but I think it is just going to be pretty much Cell. Cell, you could rock this 18 here because he's support. Goku Black is C tier. I don't think he's worth being a C tier unit for me. Trunks Vegeta is blast base. His future Gohan would have been number 1, but his stats still stay the same. But his stats are higher, so he might still be able to work. You guys could give him a go, just because he has higher stats now, but I'm just not too sure. After that, it's going to be Purple. Purple has lots of options. Ultra CMZ, you have Zenkai Perfect Cell, you have LF Perfect Form Cell. You have Grunks there, you know they're blast base, they have equal stats. So you have some good purples to choose from for sure. After that, green, you do have Ultra Rose. You do have Zenkai Goku Black Zamasu. You do have LF Zenkai Trunks. You do have First Form Cell, even though he's blast based, I still think he can work if you just want to rock him still. He still heals himself by 10%. That's a lot, you know. Blue wise, it's pretty much going to be the Trunks by far number 1. You do have Grunks there. If you want to do Zenkai buff him with Grunks, you can do that. And then tag Grunks. Sort of Hope Trunks, and then you have LF Grunks. So that's pretty much it with Future Strike Base. Let's hop into the next team. Alright, next team we have Vegeta Clan Strike Base. Really for people that has Ultra Maz and Vegeta, I still feel like this team can work. I think people still rock this team. Some of my guys, some of my viewers probably rock Vegeta Clan still. So for the backup, they actually got 2 like good Z tier ones, or one solid one, and the other one is pretty okay. You do have the movie Trunks, and then you do have the Coat Vegeta. He gives HP, and then he gives support for Vegeta Clan units, so that's really nice. I decided to rock him. You could rock this GT Trunks, it's just that a lot of his stats are with GT battle members compared to Vegeta Clan, but you could rock him still. S tier wise, you do have Green Shredder Trunks that I like. You do have Drip Trunks. You do have Angel Vegeta. You do have the Metal Cooler movie Vegeta. You do have EX Grunks. And then Kid Trunks. Those are probably like my favorite S tiers. Maybe also him as well. I don't know. He's more so for future than Vegeta Clan. But it is what it is. So for the main 6, like I said, for the yellow, it would be Ultra Maz and Vegeta. I don't know how good the team is without him with Fusion Gogeta Blue. I'm just not sure. But you do have a really great healer in Super Saiyan Trunks. And then after that, I have 4 C tier units. If you guys are going to rock 2 Z tier for your backup, you can probably rock 3 C tiers and be fine. So I'd rock, for me, I have the Zenkai Trunks. If you do have Diamond Vegeta, I think he's still the best green Vegeta Clan member for Strike Base. Then after that, this guy dropped down to C tier, which makes sense. And then Ultra Maz Vegeta is going to be C tier. And then I put Sodaho Trunks. That's the Zenkai buff to Trunks here. You could rock somebody else. You don't really need him. You could rock somebody else. But I decided why not. Like, we're rocking 2 Z tier units. I could rock 4 C tiers, right? I did decide to add Trunks and Mai here. They heal themselves and they give support for like their characters to the left and the right and the bottom of them. So I do like that a lot. I feel like, hey, that's a really solid red unit that you can use. You could do Zenkai Red Majin. He has a higher tier boost, but I think overall, maybe just a better overall kit with Trunks and Mai. And then for S tier, I did decide to rock Green Shredder Trunks as my main 6, just to get some extra points, just because we're rocking 4 C tier units compared to 3 that I usually like to do. So, yeah, that's pretty much it with the team there. You could actually just take out Trunks, the Zenkai Trunks, and do Drip Trunks. If you want to have 2 S tiers, maybe just get more points, get greedier for more points. But I think you'll be fine still with this setup. So with the best, with the replacements of each color, let's break it down for the main 6. I think Trunks and Mai, 8 Vegeta, Zenkai Maz Vegeta, and then if you want to add in another supporter with the Majin Saga Vegeta, you definitely can. I think they're my favorite 4 reds for Vegeta Clan right now. Yellow wise, you pretty much have Ultra Maz Vegeta, Fusion Gogeta Blue, and then you're pretty much looking at blast-based characters like LF Trunks Vegeta. Purple wise, you have Green Shredder Trunks, You do have Blue Boys. You do have Bulma if you want to have a second support, and then you do have Grunks that have equal stats, so you can rock them for. I don't think I'm missing anybody else. I mean, Evo Vegeta's Blast Base. Green Diamond Vegeta is number one. Super Saiyan 3 Diamond Vegeta. You have Trunks. You have Zenkai. LF Trunks. You have Tag 4s. And then everybody else is just pretty much Blast Base, like Evo Ken and Revival Vegeta. Then blue wise is the free to play Trunks, Sort of Hope Trunks, and then LF Grunks, and then you have Fusion Vegito, and then you pretty much have the Boo Bros last because they're more blast based, but you can still rock them; it'll be fine. So that's pretty much it with Vegeta Clan Strike. Let's hop into the next team. All right, so for the next team, we have movie Saga Strike base. Way completely different team. It's just because I'm just want to change some up just to show how broad the team is, but also because the Trunks is also in C tier, so it kind of like hurts. It kind of hurts like the pan setup I have, and like I mean it's more like that setup I could is really a hybrids team. I could really make it a hybrids team because that's just how my setup is. But movie's a broad team. You have lots of characters to choose from, so. I'm kind of just throwing out different characters in a sense, but you just have a lot of characters to choose from. Just pick whatever best characters you have, but he's definitely going to be main core because he's the best healer for movies. So if you whatever character you have after him, like you can kind of just use as just in terms of stars and stuff like that. So center of attention there. For the backup characters, for the Z tier, I have EX Broly. I think he's just the best one here, best option. If you're going more of a hybrid setup, hybrids movies, you can add this Teens Trunks there for extra Z tier. But for the S tier, I decided to go with Android 13. I think he's a really solid character to choose. You have many options. You have Tapion, you have Blue Bojack, you have Cacao, you have the EX Gohan Teen there. You also have the free-to-play 13. You have LASIK Raisin. You have Drip Trunks. So you have some good options for the S tier as well to choose from. So for the main six, I went with God Goku just because he has a guaranteed blue card for the team. So just high offensive. Purple-wise, I went with Garlic Jr. just for the nullification of debuffs. And I think he just fits well in a strike-based team. He has ways of healing when he transforms. Red Cooler, someone that just has this high damage. He got his Zenkai recently, so his stats are pretty high. Main healer for the team. We have Trunks here, not Trunks, but Nerdhan. He gives support, slowly builds up his blue card, double offensive Z ability, and I think he actually has ways of healing himself right at a certain turn. So nice little survivability there. And then LASIK here, I mean, great support. Great support every end of the turn. He gives extra like support for his allies, and then if there's 4 other movies, he's giving them 15 at the start of turn. So that's extra 20 damage. For like start of turn 2, he's getting 20 damage just by the end of turn there, and then the start of turn. So that's really powerful for the team for more damage. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the setup there. There's so many characters to choose. So let's just break down just the best colors for each element. Red, you have Zenkai Cooler, you have Nerdhan, you have Transforming Beast, you have Transforming Broly, you have Pan, you have Cacao, you have 2 Zenkais. If you want to just do Zenkai buffs, you can have Great Salmon 1 and 2 and Zenkai Tapion. If you want to Zenkai buff one of your stronger reds, yellow. You do have Ultra Beast. You do have LASIK, I think pretty solid. You have Gotenks, you have Zenkai Gogeta, you have Hero Tapion, you have Fusing Gogeta, you guys have Android 14 and 15 tag unit. After that, for purple, you have UGF, UGB, you have Ultra DBZ Broly, you have Garlic Jr., you have Blue Boys, you have Metal Cooler, you have Days. Those are the ones that I like a lot. After that, for green, you have God Goku. You do have Magenta that I like. You have Dragon Fist Goku, Almond. You have Tag 14, 15. Videl maybe towards the end. Blue wise, you have Blue Beast. You have Ultra Turles. You have USG. You have Ultra Janemba. You have LF. I think I said Beast, right? Blue Beast. I think I already said LF Blue Beast. You have the free-to-play, of course, free-to-play Trunks there. Super Saiyan Trunks. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the movies, bro. Just a really broad team. Lots of characters to choose from. Lots of variations of movies. So let's hop into the next team. All right, so for GT, next team is GT Strike. For the Z tier, I mean, you got to rock that GT Trunks, the new one, right? Like, he's just, even though he's blast based, you still got to rock him, just the best available Z tier unit. I'd probably say second after that would probably be the Super Baby 2. But anyways, S tier wise, I think this is the best S tier for this season. I think there's three good S tiers in here. You have the Oob here, you have Super 17, and then you also have this Super Saiyan free to play Goku. He's blast based, but like I said, best available. Doesn't really matter. After that, for the main six, I always have Bull of Vegeta and Baby just because the support, just the double heals, and then everybody else is just either strike based or blast based, whatever team GT team I'm talking about here. So for this team, I think the strike based team is pretty solid, bro. The only C tier units I have is Super Baby 2 and Tag Force. Bullet Vegeta is out of C tier, so that's nice. They're in B tier. Just Goten, not Goten, but Super Saiyan 3 Goku's in B tier, and then Nova's in B tier. So you only really have two C tiers, so that's a lot. They both going to double Zenkai buff each other, Baby and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think Nova's just a really good, it's probably the best yellow that's not in C tier overall. So I think he's amazing. And then I have Red Goku here just because he's an A tier, so that don't have to waste anything on a B tier or a C tier unit. So I decided to add him as my last character. Let's talk about the best replacements here. Like I said, for the element color for GT Strike, red, I mean, you have red Omega Zenkai, you do have red Kid Goku, and then Oob. Everybody else is pretty much blast based, even the Ultra Vegeta. Yellow is going to be Nova for me, Zenkai Nova. You have Zenkai Forku, you have Super Baby 2, you have Zenkai Shin, and then free to play Roto, and then free to play Super 17. Purple wise, UG4 is the best, but I do not have UG4. Bull of Vegeta is probably second, and then you're probably looking at Celza in terms of strike wise. You could actually do GT17. I mean, his stats are pretty equal, so I'll probably put him third and Celza last because they always put him in C tier, which I don't understand why. He deserves that spot. He's not that good at all. Green is still Tag Force, and then after that is LF Gogeta 4. Strike, I mean blue is going to be Super Baby 2, and then it's going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then I think Spirit Bomb has equal stats, so you can put him third. Yeah, so let's hop into the next team, Blast Base. Next, we have GT Blast here. So for the backup, it's pretty much going to be the same. GT Trunks, the second best tier is going to be Super Baby 2. And then S tier, I think there's three good S tiers. So you have EX Oob, you have Super Saiyan 3, not Super Saiyan 3, but free to play Super Saiyan Goku, and then Super 17. So after that, the main six, bro, we have Super Baby 2 and Bull of Vegeta for healing purposes. And then everybody else, Super 17, I decided to have him because I do not have Ultra Vegeta. So, or Vegeta 4, I don't have Ultra Vegeta 4. And then Shin, I still think he's just the overall best green blast base for GT still. So, still rocking him. And then yellow wise, I decided to go with Rage just because he's an A tier. I could go with like Zenkai Shin for double offensive Z ability. I could do that. And then for my S tier, I decided to rock another red with the Super Saiyan free to play Goku just 4 points wise, to make sure we guarantee that 1.5k CCs. So let's talk about the best elements for each, best units for each element here for the blast side. So red, like I said, will be Ultra Vegeta 4, but I don't have him. So Super 17 will be second for me, and then third I'll probably do is free to play Super Saiyan Kid Goku, and then free to play Shin. And then Zenkai Vegeta 4. After that, yellow wise, like I said, you have Rage Shenron, you do have Zenkai Shin, and everybody else is pretty much strike based. So if you want to go more the blast route, though, those would be top two. And then I'll probably add in Nova, just cause why not? Purple wise, I think best purple will be GT17, or actually the LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT17 Bull of Vegeta, and then you can do UG4 just because he's more strike oriented. Blast, like I said, LF Omega. You do have Baby Trunks, you do have full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then you do have like Zenkai Super 17. Blue wise is going to be Super Baby 2, EX Omega, Zenkai Spirit Bomb, Universe Spirit Bomb Goku, and then Zenkai Omega. not Zenkai Omega, but EX Omega for the Blast side. So yeah, that's pretty much it with GT. Let's hop into the next tag. All right, next tag we have is Unireps Blast here. Yeah, so for the backup here for the Z tier, I mean, I'm rocking Zenkai Caulifla just because I think she's just pretty solid for a Z tier unit for both Strike and Blast. So I'm a rocker for both. If you could rock a Z tier, definitely do it. And if you know a Zenkai Sparking one, I think, yeah, I think you'll be fine. So S tier, I think there's 4 that I like here. I do like EX Berserker Kale, EX Vados, free to play Kefla, and then Zenkai Kale. I really like 3. 4, I'm just, it's a stretch. But for the main 6 here, I have MVP 17 for Blast. I have UGF, not UGF, but Angel Go to Frieza. Yellow, guaranteed blue every match. Jiren, I think just the best available purple that I have. And then green, I have TOP, AGF just for more healing. I have EXKL for healing, and then I have Bergamo. Just because, like, Bergamo is really the only A tier, only red unit that's somewhat has good blast stats that's not in C tier. And he has HP for the team, and he can heal, and he can nullify an attack. So I think he has good survivability for the team. But when it comes to the best units for each element for the main 6 here, I think a lot of the characters should be moved out of C tier by now. But it's crazy that a lot of units are still there. Like Red Kaba is still a C tier unit. I don't think he's deserving to be a C tier unit. I think he's like a B tier. I think they should start moving him out, but they're still keeping him in there, which makes no sense. But anyways, though, red, I mean, you have Bergamo, you have LF MUI Goku, and then red Kaba. Yellow wise, I still have, what's the name, number 1? I mean, you have Ultra UI Sign, and then you have Angel Golden Frieza. Then it's Evo, then it's Ultra Kaioken for me. After that, it's purple. You have LF Evo Vegeta, you have LF Jiren, LF UI Sign. Green wise is going to be the free to play TOP AGF. Then you do have like Rev UI, then you have Evo Ken, then you have Zenkai Topo, God Topo. Blue wise for Blast is going to be MVP 17 and EX Kale. And that's pretty much it. Let's hop into the Unireps Strike Base team. All right, next team we have is Strike Base Unireps here. So backup is pretty much Kale. I mean, not Kale. Zenkai Caulifla. Excuse me. I think she's just the best Z tier for the tag. S tier wise, I'm still going to keep it the same. EX Berserker Kale, EX Vados, free to play Kefla, Kale, Zenkai Kale last. I think they're their best 4 right now. So after that, we have the main 6. So for your main support unit, I have TOP free to play Jiren. Then after that, another supporter is going to be Red Frost. Both are in B tier, so that helps the team a ton. I think the Strike Base team is just a little bit more flexible than the Blast side. After that, we do have Kaioken Goku, so he's kind of like the Strike Base version of AGF, guaranteed blue. Just another offensive damage dealer of Go Frieza, and then we have Zenkai TOP 18 as well. That's going to Zenkai buff Go Frieza, so it makes them hit a little bit harder. And then for green, we have like half green, half yellow for Kale Caulifla. If I did have if I did have LF green Kefla, I think she's in C tier or B tier. If not, I would rock her for sure. I think she's probably going to be a better green strike offensive unit than the Kale Caulifla half tag unit right there. But let's talk about the best units for each element for the strike side here. We're going to move that out the way. Don't know why. After that, so for, my goodness, they just messed train of thought. Red, we have Frost number 1. We have Ultra Hit. We have LF MUI Goku, and then we have Red Casserole. After that, yellow wise, we have Yellow Kaioken Goku Strike Base, Kale Caulifla, and then pretty much you're just looking at like Strike Base like AGF or Ultra UI or Evo. Purple wise, we have Jiren just because of the support, and he has way higher strike stats than Blast. Go Frieza, and then pretty much everyone's going to be Blast based. Green is going to be LF Green Kefla, you have Kale Caulifla tag, you have Kiawe. That's pretty much the top greens. Everyone's going to be Blast based after them. And then blue wise is going to be LF MUI Goku, transforming MUI Goku. Then you have Go Frieza. Then you have Zenkai TOP 18. And everybody else is going to be blast based after them. So, yeah, that's pretty much it with the Unirep Strike. Let's hop into the last tag. All right, next thing we have blast based. Oh my gosh, blast based hybrids. Yeah, let's finish this up here. So Z tier. There's three that I like. I do have GT Trunks now. He wants to be paired up on a full GT team, but I still just think he still be viable. You do have the Saiyan Saga Gohan here. Then you have the transforming Trunks. I think they're like my favorite three from the S tier. I mean Z tier, and then S tier wise, you have some good characters. You have Green Sweater Trunks, you have EX Gotenks, you have the Goten, then you have Transforming Kid Trunks, you have Drip Trunks, you have the EX Gohan, you have EX Grunks. So you have some good options. You know what I mean? Some of them are strike based, but you just got to pick the best available one in terms of getting your chance of high points and higher stars and everything like that. So for the main six, for blast base, I have Pan. You know, a lot of the best characters on hybrids are Gohan, so Pan, HP, extra support. After that, we have the Saiyan Saga free-to-play Gohan here. Gives HP, not HP, but heals the team and gives support at turn 3, I believe. And then for the green, if you do have Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, rock him because he's just that insane. Purple-wise, Ultimate Gohan. Yellow, if you do have Ultra Beast, just rock him even though he's strike-based. He's just that good of a yellow. But I have TV as my main yellow. And then after that, I have Goten just for double offensive Z ability for the team. And also gets a guaranteed blue after he transforms. So, yeah, that's pretty much my setup for my team. Let's talk about the best available units for each element for the blast side. Red, like I said, is going to be Pan, Gotenks, and then Nerdhan. Pretty much for red. After that, yellow-wise is going to be Ultra Beast, TV, and then Fat Gotenks here. After that, purple-wise is going to be Ultimate Gohan. It's going to be LF Grunks for purple. And then you have the free-to-play Goten if you want to add him as your healer support compared to the Rage, the Saiyan Saga Gohan there. Green-wise, we do have Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan. He's going to be the best one. Cryohan is pretty good. And everyone else is pretty much strike-based for green. Like Zenkai Future Gohan is okay, but I'd rather just go with like Zenkai Green Trunks, or for example, blue wise for blast base, it's gonna be the Saiyan Saga Gohan. There it's gonna be LF Grunks, and everybody else is strike based like Blue Beast, Sort of Hope, and then this free to play Trunks team. This Gohan is actually pretty good. The movie Super Saiyan Gohan from BoJack is pretty solid. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it with blast base hybrids. Let's hop into the strike base. All right, last team here. We do have, my goodness, strike base, hybrid strike base here. So let's talk about the backup characters. So for me, for the Z tier, like I say, you can still just rock the same ones: the EX GT Trunks, EX Saiyan Saga Gohan, and then the movies Trunks here for extra points. If you want to go to the S tier, you do have Gotenks, not Goten, but Transforming Goten. You have Transforming Kid Trunks, you have Drip Trunks, you have Green Sweater, Purple Trunks, and then you do have like Zenkai EX Gohan here. You have Zenkai Grunks, you have Zenkai Movies Gohan. You have a lot of good characters to choose from. So just whatever characters you have at high stars, you have lots of options to choose from and everything like that. So. For this team, I decided not to rock the Zenkai or the free-to-play Trunks there just because a lot of Z-tier units, C-tier units, because I have Pan, and then I will be rocking this Trunks, and then I'll be rocking this Blue Beast, and then I'll also be missing out on a main purple. So I just decided to go with Bull of Vegeta for now, just so we have full color, and then we don't have too many C-tiers on the team. But anyways, though, yeah, we have Pan there. We have Blue Beast. We have Nerdhan because Nerdhan's in B tier instead of Red Transforming Beast. And then Goten, double offensive Z ability. Also has a guaranteed blue card every turn. I mean, not every turn, but every fight. Turn 2, I believe. And then Green Trunks just because he's probably like my best available green hybrids unit right now. So, yeah, for the best available unit element for each unit here, let's talk about it. Best unit for each element, my bad. For strike side, red is going to be Pan, Nerdhan, Red Transforming Beast, Great Salmon 1 and 2, Trunks and Mai. After that, we have yellow is going to be Ultra Beast. It's going to be Fat Gotenks, You guys could give him a go. Like I said, he got a Zenkai. Just the issue is they did not update his TOP abilities because of the revamp that's happening soon. So I don't know how good the extra stats will make this Gohan. But you guys could give him a go and see how he does. But I'm not willing to make that risk. Purple wise is going to be Bull Vegeta, LF Grunks, Green Shredder Trunks. And then everybody says Blast Base. Green wise is going to be Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Even though he's Blast Base, I still think he's just the best available green. Then you have Zenkai, LF Grunks there. You have Drip Trunks. You have, those like my favorite three. Maybe Zenkai EX, not Zenkai, but EX Grunks there. Blue, you have of course, you have the movie Saga Trunks free to play. You have Blue Beast, you have Soda Hope Trunks, you have Grunks. And that's pretty much it with the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the video and the team for strike-based hybrids. Like, comment, subscribe, and rough, and I'm out. Peace.